Hello, Dua. Thank you for commenting and thank you for your kind words about our presentation. I liked how you really kind of stressed on the importance of understanding discipline and the temperament in preschoolers, which when making our presentation, I knew was a very important concept for everybody to understand because this is really kind of the age where you can kind of start, since their morals are now starting, we can really start to like teach them right from wrong. I think it's also important to understand the sources of stress in preschoolers. So when they're around the age of 3, is to understand that stubbornness is going to be happening sometimes, despite the developing of interest in social relationships and a concept of we. They may lapse into uncooperative behavior. Belongings may also trigger this because they like to guard their possessions. Jealousy happens, particularly when it comes to parents' love. Separation anxiety can happen due to difficulty leaving the parent. Stranger anxiety, which from expresses fear being around someone unknown. Confusion, because they cannot always discriminate between fantasy and reality. Fears may be precipitated by imagination, may also fear like dogs or other animals. Speech, because they may stutter or stumble over words, so this could lead to like stress. Activity level, it seems to be in they seem to be in like, lots of motion, but they may exhaust themselves. Meal times, they may forget to eat or lose interest in food, which can cause stress. Nap or bedtimes, they may fear bad dreams, the dark, or missing out on some fun while asleep. They may have destructiveness, which may damage or destroy objects, and they have a lot of questions because they're continually asking why. And it is upsetting if trusted adults do not respond or they do not know the answer. Around the age of 4, they may have stresses due to insecurity. They may develop nervous habits such as nail biting, facial tics, thumb sucking, genital manipulation, eye blinking, or nose picking, and may insist on bringing a familiar item from home to preschool with them. Companionship, they're going to enjoy interacting with friends, although they may get into like a little bit of quarreling, fighting. Companion, belongings, which because they like to still protect their possessions. Sex, they're gonna be interested in the human body and may engage in, like, experimenting and, like, kinda exploring this. Activity level also, they enjoy to run, jump, and slamming doors and may be punished for disruptive behavior. Fears, they pick up fears from adults and may fear dark rooms or anything perceived as creepy. And attention, they like to talk and it's frustrated they're ignored or put off. And around the age of 5, some stressors that we should kind of recognize and understand are approval. Parents' love and acceptance are vital, and they always are seeking praise at this age. School, they may have difficulty adjusting to kindergarten. Separation anxiety still, because there are particular fears of their loss of their mother. Worrying, they may develop irrational fears, take informative out of context, or fret over a misinterpreted, overheard conversation. And belonging still, because they're wanting to protect their possessions. Procrastination, because the delays completing chores or activities. And name calling, which is insults others to boost self image, but is upset when he or she is the victim of the mockery. So I think if we understand these stresses, this can also help with the temperament of our preschoolers, as well as then how we would discipline. So I think it all stems at trying to prevent these outbursts from happening, and if they do happen, like we said in our presentations, being able to like communicate with them and really talk them through what they're feeling during the time instead of using any sort of violence as a punishment measure. Thank you again.